Khan, Shalom, Shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Hey, shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwaf. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit, power, and mercy, all right, of our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to tap into this this latest speech or what have you from Pete Hegseth via X. So he said it on X. It was pretty much something he stated regarding the Wounded Knee Massacre. And I got the clip courtesy of the brother Tazama, you know, out of GMS Dallas, the water brother for that. And ultimately, man, it's just tapping into the reality of the perpetual hatred, all right, that this damn demon has for the tribes, man. All right, but right now we're holding in specifically, you know, on the Northern Kingdom, you know, native, the so-called, you know, us so-called Native Americans, the guy, you know, to be specific, you know, where we know the atrocities that they done to us, man, when they descended upon us, you know, and they hold themselves not guilty, man. All right, and they're in a position where they're glorifying, all right, they're glorifying the atrocities that they did, all right, to men, unarmed men, women, and children, man. All right, wait until we get into the nuts and bolts of the Wounded Knee Massacre, man. It ain't gonna take much. It's not much of a read. It is not gonna take much to come to the reality of the wickedness that they did, you know, and the fact that they're glorifying it in the form of honoring the men that did it. Because what has to be understood, all right, is that happened in 1890. All right, 1890, right? So scriptures tell us what? After 2 to 3 generations, let me get this real quick. You come back, right? So let's get this precept real quick. Let me get it in, I think it's in Numbers, if I'm not mistaken. Scriptures tell us, let me see. Here we go. All right, let's get this. I'm gonna make a point, right? The book of Numbers, chapter 14 and verse 18, it reads, "The Lord Yahweh is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children until the third and fourth generation. Now listen to this. The Wounded Knee Massacre happened in 1890. All right, a generation is roughly what, 30 years? So every what, 90 to 120 years, right? You come on back for that judgment. You see, so theoretically speaking, what? Not 1890 to right now, hey, them cats are back. You see, the individuals that were involved in the Wounded Knee Massacre, they're here. Okay, they're here, alive and well, ready to receive that judgment. They're here, and this is something that Pete Hegseth don't get. But this clip that I'm going to show you, brothers and sisters, if you haven't already seen it, all right, gives testimony to the reality of the pride, right, and of the lofty stance, all right, that Esau has concerning oppression, man. And they don't give a damn about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. What's it going to take for you to realize that? What's it going to take for you to come to that conclusion? You see, the thing is, a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're in a trance. All right, you're under the spell of wacky-tacky, bugged-out so-called Christianity. Right? You're living this delusion. You know? You don't pay attention. You don't watch the news. You're not tracking anything that's happening throughout the world. You're the last to know, last to find out. All right? And you're contaminated with your shit's all calcified. Right? Because you're immersing yourself in drugs and alcohol and junk food, sugar, candy. You see? Not realizing your enemies making moves on you, man. All right? But back to the point. These niggas are here today, man. All right? This is why we see them moving the way they're moving. They're here. The same devils that gunned down, man. Innocent. Now, I know Job says no one perished being innocent. But in the sense of them not being armed. That's what I mean by that. The majority and we're going to read it. The majority of the Lakota Sioux tribe that got gunned down were men, unarmed women and children, man. And men that were armed. Men that were not even armed. The majority of them were not armed. You see that? You don't think you're going to have to pay for that? It's a guarantee you will. All right? And we're witnessing your visitation now, man. As your whole world is crumbling from around you, man. And you better believe Akiyam and Akwaf, it's starting from up top. All right, these global elite, their world is crashing all around them, man. You know, we don't see it, but we know. You see? This is why they're moving desperately. We see the desperate measures they're taking through the various tentacles that they utilize, like, you know, their president and their, you know, military. And their stance towards like the Constitution and the whole way the way they're moving, you can clearly see that they're moving in desperation. You know, but nothing's working out for them. Hence, the data centers about to knock the whole grid off. But look at see, they can't control that. They couldn't control that narrative. But let me go ahead. Let me grab another preset. And as a matter of fact, before I do, let me read this one more time. The book of Numbers, chapter 14 and verse 18, and it reads, "The Lord Yahweh is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty," bro. You see, Esau, you're guilty as charged, man, and you will not be cleared. Okay? "Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children until the third and fourth generation," because those children are their fathers, man. Okay, it tells you in Ezekiel that the transgression of the son won't rest upon the father, and vice versa. Because at the end of the day, when you come back after 3 to 4 generations, you are that same. Yeah, that's the same spirit. You see, that's the same spirit. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has been waiting you out, Esau. He's waited you out lifetimes, man. Now your time has come. You ain't going nowhere fast. You think you did, right? The book of Amos, chapter 1. Yup, and I brought this out yesterday. And I'm going to bring it out tomorrow. I might bring it out the next day. All right, these scriptures, hey, these scriptures don't run out of ammo. Amos 1:11, and it reads, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, 3 going into understanding, and for 4, right, which goes into mercy, which Esau won't receive, pursuant to the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, okay? Look, and did cast off all pity. You see? And we're going to see this exemplified in the information we're going to bring out. We're going to see this exercise, man. We're going to see the wickedness of Esau upon his brother Jacob exercise, his pursuing him with the sword, him casting off all pity. He ain't give a damn, okay? If it was a child, man, or unarmed woman, or unarmed man, he ain't give a damn. As this demon walks behind me with his dog, man, looking at me right now. Because the spirit speaks volumes, man. You know? I got my windows rolled up. He can't hear me. But the spirit speaks volumes, man. You know? We're going to see oh, man, when we get into this information. Look. And his anger did tear perpetually, and we're seeing it today. We're seeing his anger still tear perpetually even today. This is why you see the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being the face of his deportation ICE campaign. That's not a coincidence. Where here it is, you had all these Chinese nationalists, you had all these Hamites come through here, man, when the gates were wide open during the Biden administration, man. You had Elon bobbing his head, wiggling in here. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You had all manners of nations coming up in here, sliding up in here from all different places, man. Ukraine, everywhere, man. Coming up in here during the time of them gates being open, man. But some way, somehow, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, they're the face of this deportation campaign. I wonder why. I wonder why. Look, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever, man. But there's a penalty to pay for this, man. There's a penalty to pay. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua didn't forget. Let's go here. Now I got this clip again. It's from the brother Tazama out of GMS Dallas. Hey, Shalom Ramak Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. Now I'm using the clip he used in his lesson. He's gonna make some points, but we're gonna let it roll until the point fulfills itself. Let me see here. I believe that's where I left it. I think that's the time mark right here. Let me make sure. Let's turn this up.
Earth has been given to the hands of the wicked, and they show forth their wickedness.
Yeah, listen up.
Every day. Now I'm gonna play this article, or this, I keep saying article. I'm gonna play this video here, so that you can hear out of the horse's mouth how they truly feel about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this is specifically towards the northern tribe. Let's listen to what this devil got to say.
Under the previous administration, a review panel was convened to determine whether soldiers awarded the Medal of Honor for their actions at the Battle of Wounded Knee should...
Also known as the Massacre of Wounded Knee. All right, it's also known as the Massacre of Wounded Knee.
It was no battle.
And guess who was being massacred? We'll wait.
Keep their medals. Now, upon deliberation, that panel concluded that these brave soldiers should, in fact, rightfully keep their medals from actions in 1890. The report was concluded in October of 2024. Yet, despite this clear recommendation, former Secretary Lloyd Austin, for whatever reason, I think we know, he was more interested in being politically correct than historically correct.
And you notice those medals in the background, how it's a pentagram. Every time that you get those, every time these war generals and things of that nature, they get awarded the purple star and this medal here and this medal of honor there. Look how the star is. It's always an upside down star. It's always a pentagram.
Because this nigga's a
every
wizard.
Single time.
He's a wizard.
Chose not to make a final decision. Such careless inaction has allowed for their distinguished recognition to remain in limbo until now. Under my direction, we're making it clear without hesitation that the soldiers who fought in the Battle of Wounded Knee in 1890 will keep their medals. And we're making it clear that they deserve those medals.
They deserve those medals for the massacre of the massacre of Wounded Knee. They deserve the medals. He said, we're making it clear. We don't give a fuck what you think about it or what you got to say about it. We're making it clear that they're going to keep their medals. See? And once again, these devils are showing forth their true hatred for you Jakes, man. And when are you bonehead ass niggas gonna wake the fuck up, man?
When the missiles come.
And stop being over here trying to appease your oppressor, man. You see?
This decision is now final, and their place in our nation's history is no longer up for debate. We salute their memory, we honor their service, and we will never forget what they did.
Yep, that's cool.
They did. U.S. Department of War. We will never forget what they did.
Yahweh Shemiah Shai, he didn't forget either. And real quick, you see this devil, right, coining it, the battle of Wounded Knee, right? They were brave, those brave soldiers, right? They were brave, right? Check this out. Okay? Now, what I did, yup, I went on ChatGPT, is what I did. Check this out. Yup, we won't either. You already know. And we haven't. This is why we're bringing it out right now. See? Because the spirit, see, heaven is revealing this nigga's iniquity, man. Is what's going down right now. The spirit of the Lord is haunting Esau down. Okay? Look it. I went to ChatGPT, right? And I typed in, all I did was type in Wounded Knee Massacre. That's all I typed in. And this is what ChatGPT said. All right, completely snitched on Esau, obviously. Now, based off what this demon just said, listen to what ChatGPT says. The Wounded Knee Massacre was a tragic event that took place on December 29th, 1890, near Wounded Knee Creek in South Dakota. It marked a significant and painful chapter in U.S. history, all right? Particularly in context of Native American relations. Listen, it marked a significant and painful chapter in U.S. history. Why? Let's continue to read. Key facts, context. The massacre, see, it was a massacre. It was not a battle. All right, Esau likes to play on words. All right, it wasn't a battle. It was a massacre. Okay, it was them laying things down with that Gatling gun. Okay. Look it, the massacre occurred during a period of intense conflict between the U.S. government and Native American tribes, especially the Lakota Sioux, amidst the collapse of the Native Americans' way of life following westward expansion on the forced relocation policies, man. Right. So upon these Europeans descending upon us, man. And it was all in efforts to fulfill biblical prophecy. You know, as it tells us in Deuteronomy 28, the Lord will send upon us a nation of a fierce countenance, man. All right, that nation of a fierce countenance were these Edomites, man, these French, these Europeans, man, these Spaniards, these Edomites. They descended upon the northern kingdom first. You see? They descended upon us Gadites first, man. And the Taínos that were over here. Right? The 10 lost tribes, look. And they were trying to assimilate us into their life, into their ways of life, man. They were force feeding us like they did with the Southern Kingdom, man. Same thing. Right? It was by force. Look at U.S. soldiers attempted to disarm a group of Lakota Sioux during a gathering, which led to a violent confrontation. Casualties, approximately 150 to 300 Lakota men, women, and children were deleted. Look at many whom were unarmed. All right? Many who were unarmed. The soldiers suffered minimal casualties, and that was done by that was self-inflicted. When you go into the nuts and bolts of the soldiers that were on the Edomite side that suffered casualty, that was due to them. They sprayed each other down by accident. It was accidental. Look into that. Look at significance. The massacre is often seen as the last major conflict between the U.S. military and Native Americans, and symbolizes the brutal suppression and injustices faced by indigenous peoples. The Wounded Knee Massacre is remembered as a symbol of suffering and resilience of Native American communities. Right? It also sparked increased awareness and activism around Native American rights and issues, which is GAD. All right. Now, look at this. GAD's forced on these reservations, man. You know, and still thriving. And the Lord's so powerful. The Lord's so beautiful. You had Northern Kingdom get in with Southern Kingdom, man. So you got a lot of brothers and sisters that are GAD or Northern Kingdom that may look Southern Kingdom. You see? And vice versa, man. The Lord the Lord snared Esau every way, shape, and form. And guess what? Yahweh Bashim Yahshai didn't forget about this. You didn't forget about what you demons did, and you're honoring them and glorifying them. That's fine, go ahead. Because all this does is testify against you. You see? And Yahweh Bashim Yahshai didn't forget about you, man. As a matter of fact, through Moses, what did he tell us? He told us to remember the chief house. Let me go here. He told us to remember the chief house, man. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, and verse 17, and it reads, remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when you will come forth out of Egypt. And this is going back in time. All right, so you damn devils are trying to remember what you did about 100 plus years ago. Guess what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, remember what you did thousands of years ago, man. Okay? He remembered, man. You're on the chopping block, man. Look it. Remember what Deuteronomy 25 and 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when you will come forth out of Egypt. How he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou was faint and weary, and he feared not Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And this is another link up to how we know you were those same fucking demons, man. All right, because you moved in the same spirit. How you moved on the Lakota, man, via this specific event, or scenario rather, because there's many of them. You know, there's many of them, man. But this you have the same spirit in you, man. You show no mercy to the young or old, man. The scriptures tell us you will move like this as a demon walks right behind me, man. The scriptures told us you will move like this. You will show no mercy to the old, to the young, to the gray haired. It don't matter. You're merciless, man. But that's fine. Because what does it tell us in James? He that show no mercy, you're not going to receive no mercy, man. Because mercy rejoices in judgment. You see? So when it's your time to be judged, mercy's not going to meet you at the crossroads, man. You better believe me you better believe that the scripture when it tells you that. Look, let's continue on. Therefore, here's the judgment that's going to come upon you, right? And this is talking to the chief house. Because as they say in the world, shit rolls downhill. All right? And when you read Obadiah 1 and 18, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai said, the whole house of Edom's out of there, man. And it starts with the chief, which is Amalek, them small hats, those gutter rats, those nickel hats. Okay? Look, Deuteronomy 25 and 19. Therefore, it shall be, when the Lord Yahweh, thy power, have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, and the land which the Lord Yahweh, thy power, giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, and shall not forget it, bro. You see? And shall not forget it. So you think you didn't forget about what you did to us? Hey, guess what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai didn't forget. Okay? And judgment's going to be exercised upon you. You better believe it. It's right around the corner, man. It's right around the corner. Matter of fact, let me show you, brothers and sisters, another clip that I came across last night from the brother Hopeful Elect 3. I love this one. This is a good one. Bear with me. Let me go get this real quick. See? Esau can feel it in the air that it's over for him. But what he doesn't realize is what's coming at the end. Nor does he believe it. These Edomites are so proud, man. They don't believe that they're going to end up in chains and fetters of iron, man. But that's what's going to be the end game. Bear with me. Let's get this. Bear with me.
What many people don't understand is that it's over for America. America has seen its best days. You know, there used to be a time when the world looked up to America and thought America was the great example of what a country could be. But all the other countries are catching up. The American people are struggling. Our leadership sucks. The parties are whack. And every single day we're praying for inflation to go down. Unfortunately, everyone's pretending like things are okay. And that's the worst part about it. The next couple of years, we're going to see a huge change in America. Potentially, we may see destruction, we may see civil war, we may see all-out battle between the states. Next presidential election is going to be crazy. And I still love living here. I still love America. But let's be real. All empires fall. And I think America is falling.
Ooh. Guess what? His intuition stands correct. Because that's exactly what's happening. Right before your eyes. And we know that. You know, you beloved Aki Amenakwaf, you know, in the know. We know. We know that's the case. We can clearly see it. Right? Scriptures tell us that's the case. We're going to close out with this right here. There's the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 1, and it reads, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried with a mightily and strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird," man. It's already fallen through the spirit. This place is already out of there, man. You see, we just got to play out biblical prophecy, man. Babylon has already fallen, Aki Amenakwaf. Okay? Prophecies just got to be fulfilled. And in the eon to come, scriptures tell us that what? As far as these Edomites, where they're going to end up? Let me go here real quick. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, and verse 12, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom," right, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, "have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out my hand," right? "I will stretch out my hand upon Edom," and we know the Lord's hand, mighty right hand, is Yahushai, right? "And will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword," man. And that's going to come in its perfection via those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. You see, the Lord's going to take this place out through violence, man, as it tells us in Revelations 18, man. And it's going to be through World War III. All right, via Russia Russia's going to be the catalyst to that. The BRICS nations, with Russia leading that charge. You see that? Ezekiel 38. He's going to be a God. Russia's going to be a God unto these other nations, and he's going to come through with many nations, man. He tells us this in Jeremiah. Many nations, man, from the northern country, man. All right, and on top of that, even this place's allies are going to turn against them. But anyways, let's continue on. That's going to be them falling by the sword in its perfection, man. Look, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Let's read that one more time. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, right? Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, by the hand of my people Israel. So you see how the Lord's gonna exacerbate this nigga? He's gonna use Israel, his people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to what? To lay vengeance upon them, man. Okay? And they shall do in Edom. The Lord is gonna have Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, that nation, fall into the hands of Yasha Allah, man, in the eon to come. Look, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. All right, so it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be according to the Lord's vengeance, man. Look, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay, come on, man. So you better believe, hey, we're gonna be vindicated, man. The Lord is going to repay Esau for everything that he's done. All right, so let them. They're gonna continue all this boasting that they're doing. The Lord heard it. The Lord heard this rhetoric that this nigga Pete Hegseth said on his ex channel or whatever his page, whatever you want to call it. The Lord heard him. As a matter of fact, let's prove that. I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna close out. Let me see here. I believe it's in Ezekiel as well. Let me see here. Right. I had to jump back to 35. There's the book of Ezekiel chapter 35. In verse 13. And it reads, thus with your mouth. Let me see. I'm actually going to start up. Actually, I'll go right here. Right, Ezekiel 35 and 13. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. Who? Let's find out. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea. All right, echoing that Numbers 25, echoing Obadiah 1 and 18, echoing the vision that Balaam had, okay, regarding evil E being taken out. Look, thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they that know, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, man. Judgment's coming for you Edomites, man. So keep boasting. Hey, as they say, he that laughs last, laughs best. All right? You devils are not going to get the last laugh, guarantee. You see? What proves that is Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, I think it's the first chapter. The elect are going to get the last laugh on you, man. When your calamity comes upon you as a whirlwind, man. Starting with you, Jake, that don't want to repent. Right? Psalm 91 tells us that only with our eyes shall we see the reward of the wicked, man. You see? You wicked are going to get it too, see? The elect are going to get the last laugh, man. Shalom to you, beloved Aki Aminakwath on the comment board. And I'm going to tune in later. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Baraka Thumb to you and your family. Let me see what we got. I'm going to close out. Let me see what we got. Yeah, I'll close out with that from the brother Yakal Judah, 1750. Hey, Shalom, Akia. Y'all Bashim Yashab Bragatah, beloved Akia. Shalom. Yeah, I'll close out with this. This is echoing the Revelations 18 we brought out. Right? Jeremiah 51. Bear with me. God damn. Come on, Issa, don't play with my live now. All right, Jeremiah 51 in verse, as a matter of fact, I see that a lot. We're going to have to close up with that. Jeremiah 51 and 8, and it reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. And that's the Lord being facetious. Because this place is not going to be healed, man. Okay? Look at, jumping down to verse 9, from the same brother, we would, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies, man. You see that? There's a righteous recompense coming this place's way. All right? And who sits on the throne of Babylon the Great? Evil E, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay? And if you're joined unto him, you're gonna suffer the same judgment. This is why we galvanize you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to repent. Through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, man. Hey, whether you hear or forbear, understand this: it's gonna come to pass either way. Whether you believe it or not, it's gonna come to pass. All right. Let's close out with this from the brother Strive for the Masteries 1445 144:5. Hey, Shalom Amak Yahweh Shmi Yashab Bragatah. Colossians 3 and 2. This will be a good one to close out on. Right, Colossians 3 and 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. Straight up. Right, and there is no respect of persons, man. All right, so evil E, buckle up, baby. Hey, your judgment is on the way, and your visitation has come. All right, this is why there's great inquisition going on upon you. You're being found out. All right, you got a middle school dropout nigga that knows who the elite are. You know, because they can no longer hide themselves. All right, Esau is being found out. He's being revealed in his time, as it tells 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, which is a major part of prophecy, because him being revealed, that automatically brings the truth to the light regarding who the true people of Israel are, man. It goes hand in hand. You see, him being revealed equals us being revealed. You see, it all makes sense at that point. Okay, and then also it's a token to the reality of him running out of complete time, man. Of him being removed out of power. It's right around the corner. You see, because no longer can he deceive, no longer can he hide behind false narratives. You see, no longer can he control the narrative. See, he's in a position now where he's got to lean upon that sword. He already started leaning upon it. You know, hence why this National Guard sprawled out everywhere. You see, he's already started leaning upon it, man. He's going to continue to, because that's all he knows. You see, Isaac said he lived by that sword. So you better believe that's the way he's going to go out. All right, pursuing the Psalms. What's that, brother? Psalms 37. His own sword should enter into his own heart. I'm going to leave you, beloved Aki. I'm going to knock off with that. Hey, Lord willing, you were edified. Hey, Lord willing, you were spiritually fed. Abaratazah, you were informed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, stay prayed up, fast as well as pray. Hey, stay on the watch. Yahweh Shai is coming, man. Esau is through. Esau's through, man. You know, and it's a beautiful sight to see. It's a beautiful sight to see that the days are being shortened. All right, it's already about to be, you know, one of the most diabolical holidays in Babylon, right, on the 31st, right, Halloween, right, which the enchantments are going to be going all over the place. So be careful, stay in the spirit, because it's this is the highest. This is as far as wickedness is concerned. You know, it's when they're going to be doing all manners of sacrifices, blood drinking. Hey, stay locked in, because you know they're putting curses on us, and we're going to continue to put curses on them. All right, and we know the right is stronger than the left, and the Lord's dealing with his elect. The Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. You know, so hey, stay locked in, stay focused, man. Keep your head in the swivel, stay circumspect. You already know. I'm going to leave you with that, beloved Akim and Akwa. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Hey, double honors to the beloved elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you beloved Akiam and Akwath will edify, man. Hey, shalom. Shalom.